Welcome, Shri in the Circle. My name is Kay. In last night, I had a dream. So this is my dream journal log on the 5th of February, 2023. So before I get into my dream, I feel like for those of us who do dreams are a way in which we enter our subconscious mind, and it's a communication with our unconscious mind. And often it expresses itself through images, symbols, images that seems quite irrelevant because it's not so clear what the message is, but it presents to you these images, which when you wake up, you tend to remember. And I used to just, think about them as a very colorful imagination that I have. But recently, especially after having seen that my dreams tend to tell me things that will happen in the future, it's sort of predictive in that way. Um, I thought I would make it into my daily habit, sort of daily creative moments to write down my dream and to draw it out. Because when I draw my dreams, the images I'm connecting with my unconscious, subconscious psyche at the moment as I'm doing that activity of drawing because it's very freestyle. Um, and you search for clues as to what this dream is trying to tell you, what your higher self, your higher conscious is trying to tell you. So in this dream, it's sort of like secret codes, that your higher self speaks with you. In this dream, I was in the stark image was that of a glowing blue suspension bridge. So it was floating in the air. It was suspended. It was not a drawbridge. It was a suspension bridge with lots of strings, and it was blue, and it was glowing in the night, and it was calling to me, um, and and the thing is, before that scene of seeing that bridge in the night and glowing and all, I was in a very busy restaurant, um, being very distracted by food because that restaurant served like lots and lots of food and you could buy whatever you want. Um, and it was really distracting because the food was really good. And then I was like consumed by greed, right? I was consumed by, oh, I want this and I want to eat that. I want to fill my stomach. So it was really like consumption by greed, sort of, and yet feeling dissatisfied, because I saw that I really at one point I saw the chicken wings, for example. They were really delicious, but then people were just throwing them around and they were not the most hygienic, let's say, the way food was being handled. So I felt a little bit of that disgust, but I felt how everything was just wantonly wasted and not satisfying. It was delicious. It was satisfying my craving and desire, but it was not deeply satisfying, So I sort of found a way upstairs from the restaurant and I got out into the open air. And there in the open air, in the open grass, in this beautiful idyllic garden where nobody was there except a friend of mine was there ahead of me. I saw her, and that's how I saw she was climbing on that bridge. And I saw that bridge and I was like, whoa, this is beautiful blue suspension bridge. And so I went and I tried to crawl on it. And what I do notice were these glowing green shrubs, sort of spongy kind of shrubs, green and red, sort of growing underneath the bridge, which the bridge then would lead out into the empty nothingness void till the other side. So there was a lot of apprehension, to get onto that bridge, but I did. And I felt like the shrubs were tickling my feet at the bottom because I was still at the other side of the bridge. And that distracted me. And I was afraid that I'd be allergic to the shrubs at the bottom. And the prospect of climbing on that suspension bridge, which has nothing but strings. Okay, there was no planks, no nothing. It was just strings, and it was all, you know, like shaky and stuff. And at night, alone, that sort of made me feel scared, and so I drew it back, and I didn't climb that bridge. So definitely, I mean, what I see here is the bridge symbolizes a connection. You know, it presents a connection perhaps from my present to my future self, my future possibilities, future pathways, right? Because it's a path, it's showing you a path, but it's showing you a beautiful path, but then there's this big void, and I have this fear to step into the void. It's also shaky because it's just strings. So yeah, there's this fear of taking the risk, of taking the leap, taking the jump, you know, crawling into the unknown, sort of, and feeling distracted by those shrubs. But still, I saw the possibility of the bridge. I saw the beauty of the blue, glowing, magnificent bridge and that wonderful sight which I saw at night. Whereas in a few seconds ago, I was just immersed in the chaotic humdrum of being distracted by food, by desires, you know, and I stepped out. I stepped out into the open, and lo and behold, there was nobody, quiet, stillness, and this beautiful bridge. I think it's calling to me a link into stepping into stillness. And within that stillness, within that practice of being in my stillness, I will find the bridge that will connect me to my higher self. Okay, that's sort of like as I look into the dream and the image and the symbols, this is what it's telling me. And I drew this imagery, and I love drawing now. It's just such a beautiful routine exercise. And I think that for today, because of the blue, I will hold the, oops, this is crystal, labradorite. It has these beautiful blue reflex, actually reflects in the light. And it reminds me, the blue, it reminds me of that drawstring bridge which I saw glowing in the dark. You know, it's very ethereal. So that's my dream for tonight. Just lock them down, and glad to share that with you if the message resonates with you as well. And if you do see symbols of dreams, you know, of bridges or any other image, you know, care to share that in your comments. And we can look at it together and explore what this dream symbolizes for you. So with that, my name is Kay. Give this video a like and share with me your comments, your dreams as well, because I plan to share this more and more about the image that I see in my dreams and what I feel it brings to me, and really to develop my sense of intuition through observation of dreams. And perhaps in the future, if I feel like a dream finally made its message to me, I will also share that, because it's such a powerful exercise to connect with your inner psyche and develop our intuition. So with this beautiful message, I wish you all a beautiful and blessed day in stillness and in peace. Namaste.